A weekend shooting in Anniston leaves one man in critical condition.
The hottest temperatures so far this year are headed to East Alabama later on this week. We will have the complete hot forecast coming up.
Jacksonville State has hired a new baseball coach. We'll tell you about it coming up in sports. EAN Local News starts now.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by WM Grocery, located in Heflin, Wadowee, Roanoke, and in Piedmont.
Good evening, and thank you for watching East Alabama Now Local News for Monday, June 26, 2023. I'm Mike Stedham.
And I'm Katie Edwards.
A shooting Saturday morning left an Anniston man in critical condition and a suspect from Florida in jail. Anniston police say they were called to the 1000 block of South Christine Avenue around 10 o'clock Saturday morning, where they found Joshua Andrew Arnold of Anniston suffering from a gunshot wound. Arnold was taken first to Regional Medical Center, then later flown to Grady Memorial Hospital in Atlanta, where he was listed in critical condition. Police have arrested Tristan Clay Arnold of Panama City at the scene. Investigators say the suspect identified himself as a cousin of the victim and said he was in Anniston visiting family members. Police say they believe the suspect and the victim got into a fight, and that led to the shooting. The suspect was placed under arrest for first-degree assault and taken to the Calhoun County Jail, where his bond has not yet been set.
A Piedmont woman was killed Friday afternoon near Center when her car was hit by a tractor trailer. AL.com reports that 68-year-old Brenda A. Ferguson died in the accident on US 411 around 5 p.m. Friday. The cause of the accident is being investigated by state troopers.
Anniston students who want to take a field trip to the Legacy Museum in Montgomery on Wednesday can still register for that trip. City officials say those taking the chartered bus ride should arrive at the Anniston City Meeting Center no later than 6 a.m. on Wednesday. That group plans to return at 6 p.m. to the Meeting Center. The trip is open for any student in grades 6 through 12, and the cost is $10 each. Everyone will need to bring a completed permission slip with them as well. For more information, you can call Shanika Stringer at 256-236-8221 or email her at sstringer@annistonal.gov.
Thousands of people turned out Saturday at Anniston's Zinn Park for the city's 2023 Heritage Festival. The program featured the city's Juneteenth celebration and included events for all ages. City officials said the festival, which included a free concert by numerous local and national bands, was a success.
When we return, we'll tell you about a local business that's just put its building on the market.
Since 1993, WM Grocery has been a major part of our local community. WM offers the very best in fresh produce and an outstanding meat department. WM also has many local products not found anywhere else and fresh sushi every day. If you need an event catered, come see Mrs. K at any WM store. Curbside pickup is also available for your online grocery orders. Be sure to download the WM app for all the deals of the week and shopper rewards. Go check them out today at any of their locations.
We take pride in our community and appreciate your business.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Waldrop Manufacturing, metal buildings made right here in Calhoun County.
If you've got $4.2 million to invest and you're looking for lots of office space near the Veterans Parkway, the Anniston Star has a building for sale. Built in 2002, this structure has more than 78,000 feet of offices, storage space, and a built-in loading dock. Most of the structure has been rented out since 2019 to the city of Anniston for use as a temporary city hall, while the old federal courthouse on Noble Street is being renovated for new municipal offices. The newspaper has announced plans to move its offices back into downtown Anniston, but the new location has not yet been revealed. The Anniston Star is currently printed 3 days a week in Rome, Georgia, and delivered by mail to its subscribers.
The Calhoun County Commission will be holding a job fair this Friday afternoon for positions in all county departments. Applications will be taken for jobs in the County Administration Building, the Sheriff's Office, the County Sports Complex, the Highway Department, and the County Landfill. If you want to apply, all you need to bring is a resume, a high school diploma or GED, and some form of identification. The fair will be held in the Extension Auditorium at the County Administration Building at 1702 Noble Street this coming Friday from noon until 4 p.m.
Hungry golfers will need to make alternate meal plans for the next couple of weeks as the Cane Creek Grill at McClellan will be closed for dining room renovations. The grill closed today and it plans to reopen on Wednesday, July the 12th. Golf course services will still be available during this time. So Katie, are you a golfer?
You know, I only have been golfing just a handful of times in my life, and the last few times I really didn't learn very much except for what trouble meant. Every time I would make a shot, the person with me would say that's trouble. So I don't think I'm very good at golfing.
I learned the meaning of the word mulligan.
Oh, there you go.
That was about all I learned while I was out there.
Well, and I'll say this, the weather we had last week was very mild, great for golfing, and anything else you want to do outside. It's changed a little bit in the last few days.
It's going to get warm. In fact, John Holder's joining us in the EAN Weather Center right now. John, how hot is it going to get?
Well, the answer to how hot is it going to be this week is extremely hot. We are looking at triple-digit heat coming to East Alabama before the end of the week. We'll have the complete forecast next.
Well, my name's Mike Craven, and we recently purchased an open carport, metal carport from a Waldrop manufacturer. I have an extra car. We have a very small home, very small driveway, and I needed somewhere just to park another vehicle, just out of the weather. And I had been told by 2 or 3 friends that knew we had recently remodeled a home that Waldrops were the people that you need to go talk to. I was in that area one day and I thought, hey, I'll just stop in, and I did without calling, and greeted warmly, well taken care of. It was just, really the whole process was just good from day one.
Well, as the old saying goes, today is just the beginning, folks. Temperatures today were in the 90s across East Alabama, and they're only going upward from there. 91 for the high today with plenty of sunshine. It's a little bit above average for this time of year. We have been below average for much of the last month or so, but that is about to change for sure. 67 for the low this morning. The record high temperature 99. Record highs will certainly be somewhat in danger later on in the week. The record low 49 degrees. The sunrise and sunset times early in the morning at 5:34, and the sunset still at 3 minutes until 8 o'clock in the morning. Weather on your street tonight. We're going to take you to South Main Street in Piedmont. Clear skies tonight. Very pleasant. 68 for the low tonight. No chance of rain in the forecast. You know, that is a tree-lined, beautiful street on South Main Street in Piedmont. You're going to need some of that cool shade up in Piedmont and all around East Alabama as we move through the week ahead. Coming up on your Tuesday, going to take you to Cedar Springs Road in Cedar Springs up in north central Calhoun County, kind of out in the country there. Temperatures are going to be heating up. We are about a degree or two warmer tomorrow, 92, plenty of sunshine, and 0 chance of rain in the forecast coming up tomorrow at Cedar Springs. And then for the rest of the week, temperatures, folks, are going up. The hottest days of the year, we're looking at upper 90s coming up later on in the week on Mayfair Road over in Golden Springs. If you're over in Golden Springs or anywhere in East Alabama and Calhoun or Cleveland counties, get ready to take all the precautions for some intense heat. We're going from below normal to way above normal, so it will be kind of a shock to the system coming up later on this week. The 7-day forecast, we're going to see some numbers we haven't seen in quite a long time across Calhoun and Cleveland counties. Every day the temperature rising. 92 degrees on Tuesday, 93 on Wednesday, 98 degrees on Thursday, and you'll notice that on all of those days, no chance of rain in the forecast. will bring a small chance of rain back in here on Friday afternoon with the heating of the day, but the high will be 100 on these days. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, we are going to see a little bit more moisture coming in. That is going to provide some relief in the afternoon for a few folks, but it also sends the heat index values way up. That's the combination of heat, humidity, and of course, that is your dew point temperatures. What it feels like on your skin is going to feel like about 110 degrees on Thursday, and particularly on Friday and Saturday afternoons. Even on Saturday, 98 for the high. The piece of good news for this is the temperatures are going to begin to tamp down just a little bit beginning on Sunday, 93 for the high. Back to normal by Monday, 89 for the high, and both of those days a little bit better chance of showers and thunderstorms as the rain chance bumps up to about 40% in the afternoon. Well, with the heat, we got some tips for you during excessive heat. You want to find air conditioning, you want to avoid strenuous activities, wearing light clothing. You check on those family members and neighbors who may not have very good air conditioning and things like that. Drink plenty of water. That's very important. Watch for things like heat cramps and exhaustion and stroke. And of course, big thing here, never leave people or pets in your car whatsoever. These are common sense things, but remember, heat is the #1 killer as far as weather phenomenon in the nation here in the United States. So all of these things, just make sure that you don't overdo it as we get into Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Chase Robinson has sports next, going to tell us who the new head baseball coach is at Jack State. Chase?
Thanks, John. Jacksonville State has announced its next leader of the Gamecocks baseball program. Steve Beazer will be Jacksonville State's third head coach since 1970. Steve Beazer played professional baseball for 13 years and then got into scouting and then college coaching. He spent 4 seasons as the head coach of the Southeast Missouri State Redhawks. Beazer won 3 straight OVC titles there and was OVC Coach of the Year twice. After his stint at STEMO, Beazer took over the Missouri Tigers. Beazer spent 7 seasons at Missouri with a 188, 155, and 1 record and was the fastest Missouri baseball coach to win 100 games. Overall, as a Division I head coach, he has a record of 326, 252, and 1. We'll catch up with the new Gamecocks head coach Steve Beazer later this week. This weekend, the Smash It Sports Vipers took the field at Choccolocco Park for the first time and left the weekend winning the middle game of the 3-game series. Friday night, the Vipers opened up in front of a home crowd of 600 plus, and on Saturday night for the Vipers win, there was close to 500 tickets sold. Looking at the weekend scoreboard, the Vipers went out to a 2-0 lead Friday night but lost 6-2. On Saturday, Amber Pfizer pitched a shutout to lead the Vipers to a 6-0 win. Also note Carly Heath and Susie Brookshire both homered in the win. And yesterday it was a close 6-5 loss for the Vipers, and the Smoke put together a 7th-inning rally. The Vipers will be back in action tomorrow night for the start of a 3-game series with the Oklahoma City Spark at Choccolocco Park. That's it for sports. Let's head back over to Mike and Katie.
Thank you for watching East Alabama Now Local News.
We're here online every weekday evening starting around 6:30 or so on either Facebook or YouTube. Just log into our video feed and watch the news whenever it's convenient for you. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and feel free to leave us a comment while you're there.
We'll see you back here Tuesday for your news on your schedule.